Hello guys, I am Balasri Radha Gunnam from Narspur studying in Vishnu Institute of Technology Bhimavaram in the branch of CSC of second year. So today I am going to explain some basic concepts of JavaScript. So the first concept I am going to explain is variables. So what is variables? Variables are used to store the values. Any type of values like booleans, strings, integers, float, anything. So basically variables are of three types. Those are var, let and const. So let us go through var first. Var is equals to 10 and const dot c. So what we written in the script tag, it says that we are writing in the JavaScript code. It is the JavaScript code. So in the Chrome page, we have to see this all the code or console code will be the console page. See 10. So variable will be accepted for reassignment of any number of times. See, again we are assigning for the same variable with different value. It will accept it. So var will be accepted for any time we can assign. So let us go through the let variable type. So let is equals to a. Mm, k is equals to 10. So 10. Again, if we want to assign with the same variable name, doesn't accept it. So we'll get the syntax error. So in this case, let can be accepted for only one time assignment and no changing is allowed. So we can write this let in two steps, like declaration in one step and assignment in one step, like this. It will accept. And maybe where also will be accepted, but in the case of const it doesn't accept, and const also doesn't accept two time reassignments, I mean multiple times of reassignments. So coming to the case of const, we have declared like this and we can see that. So then, so if we declared with the same variable name again with the same another value, it doesn't accept. And also it doesn't accept for two line assignment. It means one first line declaration and then assignment also initialization also it doesn't accept. So this is the concept of variables. So the difference of these three is where can we can reassign how many times we want also, but in let and const it doesn't accept. Let and const are only one time assignment. In let we can assign and declare in two steps. But in const, same as let, but declaration and initialization can be done in only one step. So these let and const are, we can say that it is immutable variables. In this, and also variables cannot start with numbers or does not contain any spaces. And they can also have dollar symbol and underscore symbol as the special symbols, and any other symbols are not accepted other than the dollar symbol and underscore. And underscore also not allowed at the starting of the variable declaration. So the main drawback of var is it will does not show any errors when we reassign the same variables many times, and it does not show output too. So in place of var, let is introduced in ESS. If same variable scale two times, it shows errors. So the next concept is arrays. So what is an array? Array is the collection of different data types. We can access them using index numbers which starts from 0. So arrays are mutable. It means we can change the values how many times we want with some built-in methods. So let us write some code with for arrays. See, so this is the structure of array. These are the values which stores with the index numbers like 0, 1, 2. It means it starts from 0. So when we want to access this, we can specify the index number like this. So see, we get the index number 0, we have the value of 1. So we got this. And if we kept 2, we'll get this a value. See. So this is the case. And in arrays, we can store anything like functions, objects, and arrays also. So arrays stored in the arrays are called as nested arrays. So we can see this also. If we assign in arrays another array, hello, like this. We can access this like this also. So if we want to access the nested arrays, we have to mention the subscript of 2. Subscripts we are having of 2. So first subscript is says the first, I mean first array. I mean it means for the main array, and the second array subscript shows the nested arrays number, index number. So if we assign like this, we get an output like Java. See. So the first index number 2 is the main arrays, and 1 is inside the array, it means nested array. So to access the arrays, or to delete some values or to insert, we have so many methods like dot push method and pop method and like this many. So let me write first like this. See, when we want to push and this push function says that to push a new element into this existing array. If we kept the value of like 10, so this will push into this and it says we run this code. See, the 10 is inserted at the last. So this push method will be used for inserting at the last, and this pop method is used for deleting at the which is in the last index. So let us do this. After pop, See, the 10 has been removed from here. If we shift, the shift method is used for removing the first element of the list, I mean array. So you can see this also. See, the one has been removed here, and this similarly this unshift also used for removing the first element. Sorry, to add to add any element at the starting of the index. So console.log. So for inserting, we have to insert some value like we can assign 20. So see, 22 these all things. So this is the concept of array. And also we can use many methods like this push pop, like sorting order and all. So our next topic is functions. The next topic is functions. Functions are like heart of the JavaScript. So we use the function for easier to for it means reusability. It is the code reusability, and it means once we return the code, we can call any times we want in the code. So the basic structure of the function is here. And here the function name we can keep anything, and these are the parameters. It means the variable declarations, and these are the values. It means arguments. Arguments are the values we will initialize for these parameters. So let us see the sample code. Let us give this in variable name, and we can pass the value 10, and here we can console it. So the output is 10. So we can call any times we want, like with different values also. See, this 10, 20, any times we can call. We can call the functions any times we want. So if we declared inside the function with the where a is equals to 10 like this, we can say p. See. So if we declared like this inside the function, these are called as local variables. And if we initialize, if we initialize and declare outside the function, that is called as global variables. So this b is called as global variable, and this b is called as local variable. So basically functions are of two types. Those are traditional functions and arrow functions. So what is meant by arrow functions? So arrow functions are the betterly we can use. It means we can use better than the traditional functions. Easier to write. Let us see a sample code. And these arrow functions are stored in the variables. So we can say like this. It means var function name or variable name. And like this. And this is called as arrow function. So we have to keep here semicolon last at last. So what this semicolon means? Here we can write anything we want like console dot log hello, and we can call these functions by keeping the function name called a. See, we'll get the hello. So Than the before function, I think this is the better use. Right? When we have only single value, it means single parameter, we can use like this without flower brackets also. Like, see, if we want to do this 2 plus 3 like this, sorry, we can console this, console the log. See, we got the answer as 5. So when we have only single parameter or single valued, we can use like this without any flower brackets or anything. So the next concept is objects. An object means groups multiple values together. So the basic syntax of objects is this one, as I mentioned here. So objects, and the difference between the objects and arrays is indexing. It means in arrays we will access the values by using their indexes, and but in objects we'll access the values by using their properties. So these are the properties, and property value pairs are divided with the colon, and each property value pair are separated with the comma. And the last key property value pair doesn't have the comma. So the main difference for the dot and square brackets is when we want to access the variable, I mean it property names which is having this like hyphen or spaced where property names, then we have to use the square bracket for accessing the values with the properties. And we can also write the functions inside the objects also like this. So this is the property name and this is the value we have. Function name, see, we can access this like this. Sorry, it doesn't call this function. Which the variable name we have kept for this object and the property name. It means function, right? So we got the value as hello. This undefined means we does not declare any variable a. So it comes like this. So this is the concept of objects, the basic thing. So the next concept is loops. Loops lets us to run some code over and over. The basic types of loops are two. There are for loop and while loop. So first we can discuss about the loop called while. So, so the basic structure of while is here condition, and then here we write some code, or else the condition which satisfies this, and here we'll write the increment also. So before this we have to declare the variable name also, variable declaration and initialization. So this is the basic structure of while. So, and we can discuss about the for loop also. In for loop, we can initialize and condition and increment in one step, we can declare it. So where I is equals to some value like 1, and here condition, and also increment in this step only. Sorry, not the code. So here the variable declaration. So the same thing while and for loop also will do. But the basic difference of for loop and while loop is, in for loop we will know the how many times we want to iterate this statement. But in while loop the iterations are unknown. So this is the main difference between the for loop and while loop.